Hey, I wanted to share something that we're starting to see a lot when we're sitting down with clients and potential clients. There's kind of a disconnect within organizations on their marketing approach, their marketing program, and their marketing processes. And what that looks like is there's a lot of companies that don't understand what their marketing strategy may be and their overall strategy as an organization, and they're doing a lot of marketing activity. And there's a really big difference between strategy and activity, and a lot of these organizations kind of have them switched, and they're doing a lot of activity for activity's sake without really knowing what their strategy is. And we want to kind of share how to fix that, how to have the strategy first, and then build out the marketing activities based off of the strategy. One thing to focus on is you should really understand what your organization goals, initiatives, and objectives are overall and as your marketing program. So understand what you're trying to achieve so that you can actually track something and you have a barometer, something that you can pull analytics out and say, hey, we're doing a really good job here, or hey, we're not doing a good job, we're not really getting our message or getting the return out of our marketing dollars in these areas. We either need to fix it or we need to scrap it and focus in another direction. And what happens a lot is we'll sit down with clients and potential clients and we'll say, hey, what's your marketing strategy? What's your digital strategy? And we get this blank look and I don't know. And some of these companies are even using really big agencies, and they still don't know or have a strategy. And that's not a knock on the agencies. A lot of times your strategy is the why, and the agency really focuses on the how. Now, if you have a really, really good agency, sometimes they'll kind of marry the two, but we want to know what your why is so that you can carry out the activity, which is the how. And those marketing agencies do a really good job of carrying that out. They want to write your content, your blogs, your articles. They want to run your social media, your AdWords, your Facebook promotions. And that's the how, but there might not be a why behind it. And we really want to build out the why. What's your message and who you're trying to deliver that to? A really good example of marketing activity for activity's sake is kind of understanding your business. If you don't understand where your customers may be, you may be wasting some of your time, money, and resources. And that's, if you're a business-to-business company and you're focusing a lot of that time, money, and resources in Facebook. Facebook is great, and of course there's CEOs and vice presidents on Facebook, but that's really a B2C platform. And if you're really trying to invest a lot of those resources in building Facebook and your Facebook engagement, visibility, whatever it may be, you probably are going to have a better return if you focus on LinkedIn. That's the platform that's B2B. That's the platform where you're going to get the businesses and you're going to get the decision makers. If you're B2C, Facebook is great because there's 2 billion people on Facebook. It's the largest platform out there. But for your marketing dollars and to really get in front of your target market, as a B2B company, you should focus elsewhere. So that's something that we see so much of, is that companies are focusing in the wrong areas and just throwing everything up against the wall and seeing what sticks. Be very purposeful and strategic in your plan. The other thing that we kind of see is what content you're putting out. A lot of companies, again, activity for activity's sake, they're not putting content out that's really going to affect your bottom line and going to affect your sales and business development. Now, I love current events, and I'm not saying don't do current events, but if the only thing you have on your social media pages and your Facebook page and everything is current events such as it's so-and-so's birthday, anniversary, we won the softball tournament this summer, those types of things are nice because it creates a personable and familiar side for companies to know who you are and some of your people, and they have a comfort with dealing with you because they get to see a little inside look of your company, your organization, and your people. But really, you should have some sales-specific and business development-specific content that's really going to push and really trying to get the revenues and the bottom line and help your sales team. You want to elevate. Everything you do from a marketing perspective should elevate your sales and business development. And of course, that looks different for different organizations. But if there's 3 things that we could share that could really help some organizations, because your organization may be somewhere in here where maybe you don't have a strategy, or you're not on the right platforms, or you're not sure if your marketing dollars are really elevating your sales and business development department. The three things that we would say is, understand as an organization what you're trying to achieve, so you can really pull some analysis out of your marketing programs and really evaluate that ROI. So understand, and maybe if you don't have them, create goals, objectives, and initiatives. The second point is, make sure you're where your target market is. Your message needs to go to the right place. So make sure that you're directing your message to your target market so you have the best opportunity to convert and grow. The last one is, everything you do from a marketing perspective, even some of your goodwill and your content marketing, should really elevate your business development and sales. Those are three things to really consider. Are your marketing programs and the processes within the programs really doing and hitting those three areas? So that's something that we see. I hope this was really helpful. I hope you can kind of look at the barometer of, hey, we're hitting on these and we're in a really good spot, or we're not hitting on these and maybe we could look at these areas. I hope this was really beneficial for you, and it helps you if you're one of those organizations that kind of sees yourself in one of these scenarios.